So this is the basil plant that I said I was going to plant in a couple of weeks, and as I went to go take it out of the pot, it ended up snapping off. I was so upset because this is such a gorgeous basil plant. I'm just going to point a couple of things out. I've got other basil plants that I can go ahead and plant in its place. We'll just start again. That's one thing that happens with gardening, but look at the gorgeous leaves on that basil though. I'm still going to be able to take that in and put it with some tomatoes and it'll still be just yummy. Another thing that I wanted to point out is that the roots in the pot, this is definitely what something looks like if it is root bound. And if you end up with any kind of a plant, it doesn't matter if it's a flower or a vegetable, if you end up with any kind of plant that's got roots like this, before you plant it, you can go ahead and separate all of the roots like that and just kind of spread them out from the center and then plant the plant. We're going to pretend that it didn't break. So if that's what if it was actually still attached to its roots, you could plant this and then cut it off probably down about right here, and then it would grow back. One thing that cutting basil down will do is it will help branch the plant out a little bit more. So it's actually good to go through and harvest your basil as it grows, so that it doesn't get too top heavy and then it becomes more of a bushy type of a plant. But I guess we'll go and grab some of the other little ones and plant those instead. I'm going to see if I can get a couple of these out one-handed. We'll see how I do. And then I'm just going to plant them down the center of the bed here. And it'll be a nice kind of divider for the bed. And then I'll plant something else in front of the tomatoes. Now this 6-pack is one that I had saved from flowers a couple of years ago, so I'm actually not going to worry too much about destroying this. Now, these are not root bound, so that is just going to go really nicely straight into the ground. I've already got my hole, just kind of dug. I'm just going to set it right there, and because I'm not root bound, I don't have to worry about separating the roots. Those roots will just make their way into the soil. I'm going to do it with the other two. Okay, I definitely recommend using 2 hands while planting, but this is what we're working with today. So here's my last little set of basil plants. Oh, it looks like I didn't get that hole quite deep enough, so I'm just going to pull the soil back just a little tiny bit with my hands, push the soil around it, and then firm it up so that the plant is upright. Until next time, grow something you love and just have fun with it, even if it doesn't survive.